What's going on, guys? Alec here, bringing you my pick for the UNC versus Syracuse game, which is the second game on Saturday night in the Final Four. So North Carolina was a Final Four lock from probably the start of the season. A lot of people expected them to be here right now. Syracuse, however, had to make a crazy comeback against Virginia to move on to the Final Four. And I'll admit, I cried after that game. UNC is second in the nation in two-pointers attempted and made, rebounding efficiency, and offensive efficiency. So the 2-3 zone is going to have to be keen on keeping Bryce Johnson out of the high post. UNC handled each team with ease on their way to the Final Four, while the Orange had a fairly easy first weekend and then had to make two crazy comebacks in order to make it to the Final Four. I think the difference in this game will be made on the boards. Both teams are very good at offensive rebounding, so they'll have to prevent each other from getting second chance opportunities. For the Cuse, everything runs through the silent G, Michael Benajay. He's a 6'7" point guard who can rain threes from NBA range, drive to the basket, and he's pretty tough to see over at the top of that 2-3 zone. He also averages the most minutes per game during the tournament, which just goes to show how important he is to the Orange. Bryce Johnson for UNC is Mr. Double-Double, and he is the exact type of player who can break down the 2-3 zone of Syracuse. He's probably going to be the one probing the middle of that zone, looking to receive the ball and having the zone collapse on him. He can take Coleman or Leiden one-on-one. He can hit that easy mid-range jumper from the center of the paint, or he can dish it out to one of his teammates and really make the zone chase. The question isn't whether or not he's going to punish the zone, it's how much punishment will he inflict. Syracuse's weakness is its offense. I said it in my earlier video, when they're hot, and when they're not, I just want to punch a wall. They have shot the ball much better this tournament, but that first half against Virginia is evidence of how bad their offense can be during games. If the Cuse go down again like they did against Virginia, I think UNC is the type of team that will not allow them back into the game, so they're going to have to shoot well in this game. North Carolina's weakness is their three-point shooting, and against the 2-3 zone, hitting three-pointers is a great way to spread it out and create more offense. Their three-point shooting is going to be key, especially if this is a close game. All 6 losses this season by UNC have been by 6 points or less. So their three-point shooting could be the difference between a national title or a trip back to Chapel Hill. The X factor for Syracuse is Tyler Robeson's rebounding. He averages 3 more rebounds per game in wins than he does during losses. He's going to have to rebound well against Bryce Johnson, Kennedy Meeks, and Isaiah Hicks of UNC, and that's a pretty tough task. He's rebounded well all tourney, which includes an 18-point rebound performance in the second round versus Dayton, and he's going to have to rebound probably in the double digits if Syracuse wants to get a win here. The X factor for UNC is Joel Berry II. Not really any aspect of his game, just himself. In wins, he averages 13 points per game, shoots about 46% from the field, and averages about 3.8 assists per game. In losses, he averages 10 points per game, shoots a measly 31% shooting, and averages only 2 assists per game. When he plays well, he's able to take the pressure off Marcus Page and Bryce Johnson and really spread out the floor for UNC. But when he doesn't play well, they're going to be more reliant on those 2 guys, and they'll probably tire out a lot easier. As the point guard, he's going to have to play well against the Syracuse 2-3 zone if UNC wants any chance to move on to the national championship game. So now for my pick, I'm going with the Cuse. I can't pick against them. I don't know. I just can't. I think, they've proven that they can beat any team, especially in comeback fashion. I hope it's not a comeback. I hope it's going to be a close game, and then we pull out the win at the end. I just think this team has a lot of heart, and they're not going to go out without a fight. So there's my pick for the Final Four game between UNC and Syracuse. Let me know in the comment section below who you guys picked, and we'll see you guys for the national championship game. Peace.